Hello, Shafak. Thank you so much for inviting us here to your office, your beautiful Ando living office in Lisbon.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. It's a pleasure to host you.
Thank you very much. So, you have an amazing strategy, an amazing concept that actually doesn't exist in the market today.
It's true that we don't have a direct competitor.
Yes, exactly. So, please tell us a little bit about your company, the history, the story of Optimal Career.
So basically, we are in real estate development and investment management business. But in our group companies, we had Lovely Stay since 2014 on short-term rental management, doing short-term rental management. As you can imagine, in the starting of 2010, this short-term Airbnb popped up, and our founding partners see big potential in Portugal for this. And they started engaging with the unit owners to describe how they can do and everything. And gladly today we are the market leader, and we just finalized an acquisition of another management company with a great portfolio, smaller one, to add in our portfolio. And we are now more than 1,500 units in Portugal, and including Madrid and Istanbul, which they represent small, but still we are eager to grow.
Wow, amazing. So how many years are you in operation in total?
So as I told you, it started from 2014. So with Lovely Stay, this is our white label brand, and we work with the property owners. But since 2016, we started to develop our projects, and we sold it with a more premium services and more premium offer as with the furniture and everything. So we started managing them, and we saw a huge potential for the premium offer that the travelers like to have. So in the same location, maybe someone else's apartment with not so great furniture without the lift would be 150 euro. But when you have a better furniture, better representation, like the reach of the management, you can get twice of it. So this pushed us to do Ando living concept. And especially also during COVID, we were very adjusting to the market, and we start doing midterm leases. So we still get 70% occupancy for COVID, which was a great success, I would say. And then by being very much close to international investors and global travelers, also with golden visa and everything, we understand that people also want to invest. People want to have a pied-à-terre in Europe, especially in Portugal. And we wanted to combine it with our project development and also management facilities. Another important thing we have seen in Portugal, in Europe, UK, US, even Turkey, we see a lot of pressure from the locals to Airbnb and the regulations. So that's why we moved into more on a building aspect, basically having a touristic license, which is a bulletproof license for the building to be on hospitality. So by saying that, this is quite important because we don't know in 5 year times what will happen. For instance, in Lisbon last year, we had Mais Habitação, as we know very well, and you cannot get more license to operate residential apartments on short-term rental. And in 2030, they will see and check if there is a cancellation further or not. But in our projects of Ando Living, these are touristic license, so they will be able to operate all their life.
Yeah, I think that's a really important point that you're touching on, because we've got so many clients worldwide who may not necessarily want to move to Portugal today, but they want to invest. They want to invest in the market that has the, it's a hot market at the moment. The stock is very rare. The locations that you're in are amazing. They're very prime. And Lisbon is a very small city, so they want to get their foot in the door. They don't want to miss the boat. And by them doing that, they want to rent it out.
Because it's an investment. Exactly. This is an investment. When they want to use 1, 2 weeks, 1 month, but the day they move out, it's on the operations and it's generating income for them. So it's a hassle-free way of owning a property.
Exactly. The fact that the law has changed, and I think that's a very important point to point out to our clients, is that you cannot no longer do Airbnb. It's changed. So if you want to invest in Lisbon, you have to have a license. You have to have a touristic license.
If you want to put on operations, exactly, on short term. If you want to do long term, the yields are lower, but tourism is booming here. So it is really sad for the investor not to benefit that. So we try to combine all these things.
So you've explained a little bit about Ando, but tell us the concept of Ando Living. If one of our clients was to buy one of your projects, what is the concept behind it? Because with so many different laws changing, you guys are very smart to get into the, buying of off-plan projects and land in prime locations and getting the license in place before the law changed. And that was the smart move that you guys made. So tell us now, what's the next step? What is the Ando concept?
So let me speak about the concept a bit. So especially after COVID, the traveling habits has changed. I think we are experiencing, all of us. People don't tend to go to hotels anymore. It's not sexy enough. People want to have larger spaces, a kitchen to cook if they don't want to go out. Basically, they want to feel the city. They want to see the azulejos, because the big brands will be luxury, but the same everywhere. So they want to feel the city. And when they walk out, they want to mingle with the locals. They don't want to stay as a tourist with the photographs. So basically, we combined all of these, and we said neighborhood feeling is very important because you want to engage with the locals. So in Ando, I think this explained quite well. We place the club buildings in the center of the neighborhood with a landmark building. So these club buildings has apartments from studios to 3 bedrooms that you can buy and we can manage for you. But the main differentiation point is the facilities in the club. First, you have an all-day dining restaurant, you have a bar, you have a concept store, you have an extendable living or some kind of meeting rooms like we do. And it has a pool, it has a gym. So basically, it gives you all you need for business and pleasure. Because today, if you don't have kids, after COVID, it's not a long weekend anymore. It's a week because you can work anywhere. But you need to have a space, nice environment, but you want to go to the pool in 2 minutes later maybe. So this combines what the global travelers needs today. And besides these club buildings, we have the houses in a walking distance. Everything is by walking, and we are in Europe. Let's benefit out of it. So these with the beautiful furniture, Ando feeling and everything, but you enter with a code. You don't have a concierge like the club, but you're in a walking distance to the club that you have the facilities. So that will eventually increase the average daily rates and occupancies all around. So it's a concept. And we are expanding it in several countries. We are in Madrid, in Istanbul, except Portugal, but we are eagerly now signing London, Paris. We are also looking to Greece, so that once you become an owner, you have an access to all of these Ando apartments.
And that's brilliant, because a lot of our clients, they're travelers. They travel
global
all
travelers,
the time.
exactly.
So like you say, COVID has changed everything for us. So it's brilliant that they can go to Lisbon, Madrid, Turkey, London, and use the same concept. A lot of our clients, when they come here, the weather is fantastic all year round. I'm still lucky to be living here full time, by the way. But they want a pool, they want facilities, they want a co-working place, they want the same mindset and same neighbours. And this is the same community. You're trying to create this beautiful community of people to come together.
Basically, we don't want to make it a membership club. So it's open to everyone. Since your office is here, when our restaurant is open, we want you to come as well, because you will see the people like yourself there. And people like the community feeling. Of course, the pool, the gym will be private to the owners or users, but the other facilities will be open to the market. And basically for the restaurant, we always partner with a local operator that is successful, because it's the anchor of the building, to be able to attract more people And I think it will be quite successful when we open our first club in Liberdad.
Yes, I can't wait. So tell us about the two projects that you have, because, you know, we are definitely, there's a huge demand. It's a hot market here. The projects that you have located, they're in very prime locations. So we have Avenues de Liberdad, we have Alfama, we have Santos, and they're really most amazing locations in Lisbon, by the way. So tell us, you know, what is the benefits of buying?
What is the catch point of each one? So I will start with Liberdad. We launched it last year in January, and we had 39 units and only 2 units left. And thank you for making those sales as well. And this will be our first club that will be operational in mid next year. So it's a beautiful building, corner building, just facing Max Mara and neighbor of Cartier, with high ceilings, is rooftop pool that you wouldn't find here. It will have a restaurant, a concept store, a gym. So our owners can choose how they are going to be using it. If they want to be living in, if they want to stay, 1 month to 6 months, or if they will not be using it. So we have different income streams according to what they want. So we are quite flexible on that, but we always ensure to give the best service either to the stay clients or the owners. I think the location-wise, it's the most prime location.
Definitely. And, you know, I've been saying, you know, if you live in New York, it's the equivalent of Fifth Avenue.
It's our Champs-Élysées, and it's a really nice location. So this was Liberdad, and I will jump to Santos. It's also under construction. And I think Santos has a very specific feeling. Small streets, very close to the river. There are some art galleries, yoga studios. It is very high vibe location. And we have the most beautiful building there with blue azulejos. I mean, whomever passes that street knows that building. And again, very high ceilings. It will be operational next year these days. It will be a house concept, but it has 2 stores downstairs. One will be a restaurant, one will be around fitness, but it will have an access to the clubs like the Liberdad in a walking distance. And this is a place to see, for sure. Lastly, our Alfama project. This is our flagship, I would say, because it has a view. It has 56 units. It's the largest club project of what we have now. It consists of 3 blocks, a pool, and the river view. So because it's large, we can have more spaces for the restaurant, for the extendable living room, concept store, so it will be larger. And it is just down the Pantheon and Grassa, the castle in Grassa. So it's quite touristic. It is like less than 2 kilometers to Baixa. And this is a beautiful project. On the back, you can see Pantheon. This is the most significant landmark in Lisbon. And that project will be operational by the mid-2026. So according to the clients, what they prioritize, we can always propose another option. And the good thing is, once you're an owner, as I told, when we open in London, you have the ability to use that one too, which we want to have them in our Ando living family.
Great. And Alfama, I mean, a lot of our clients want river view, and it's just not possible at the moment. So
it's very central. So because when it's river view, people always we have to go to Estoril or, Cascais, but it is in the heart of the city. And actually there is even no hotel like this. So it's a great combination for this hospitality project.
yeah, I love it. That's one of my favorite projects, by the way. So in regards to the rental, our clients, we've got 2 different types of clients. Clients who wish to relocate and live in these projects, and clients who wish to use these projects, as and when they wish to. And then we have clients also who just want it as an investment. So there's 3 types of concepts here, which is very good. So you've got everything on the table for our clientele. Could you just explain a little bit into those scenarios?
Some investors, as you told, don't want to risk anything. They will not be using. They just, want to make a good investment for their family and everything, but they want to secure their return. So in such case, with 14 days of stay per year, we guarantee 4%, which means if they invest 1 million, they get 40,000 euro per year for 5 years. And if they want to use more than 14 days, then they will have good discounts, but they will be paying because they get the guarantee. And how we guarantee this? Because we are very confident, thanks to our hospitality background, we know that unit how much it would make. There is no seasonality even in Lisbon. It's quite high. So that basically we are confident to guarantee this because we are confident that we will make our margin on it. The other type is the ones that will be using occasionally. They don't want to commit. They want to come and go, and they believe that we can do higher and they can take the downside risk. In that case, the investors can go up to 5 to 7% according to the years. Of course, the more they use, there is a bigger, downside on their income. But it's flexible. And when they want to use it, they don't need to use their own unit, but can be a larger, smaller, another project. So it's quite flexible in the Ando living apartments, between the projects. So this is the second one. And the third one, let's say they opt out for variable, without commitment, I would say. And 1 year they say, okay, we will be living in Lisbon for this year. In that sense, what we say is, now you are out of the income pool. Meaning that they would need to pay the condominium fees at that point. Before that, it is deducted in the income, and what I say as a return is net of any costs. But if they are living, of course, there is no return of income, but there is the cost of the employees. So it's kind of, all service apartments. So then they will be paying the condominium fees and club membership fees. And according to typology, it can vary.
Okay, brilliant. So that offering that flexibility to our clients is so key, because you just don't know where you're going to live tomorrow and what you want to do. And because these projects are off plan, they definitely want to get their feet in the door and get the best pricing, because pricing is going up and up in Portugal. So if you want to invest in Portugal, this is the time. And once your projects are up and running and they're operational, they're going to be even valued more and more. So capital appreciation is very high because of the location. It's all about the location. But then also on top of that, you've got a high quality product. On top of that, you've got the facilities.
I think this is also very important for the international investors who doesn't know the country, who is not here all the time. Unlike other developers that they sell off plan, they give the keys and they go, we are always here. And we are making money out of it. So even the door handle we choose should be in good quality, and we have to have the maintenance and everything because we don't want to be spending time on that. So in the finishings and construction quality, we are very careful and selective. And I think this is a great comfort for the international investors who doesn't know the country.
Okay, that's been very useful. Thank you so much for your time. That's explained the 3 projects that we love in the locations in Lisbon. So thank you for your time, and we'll be in touch again.